In this video, I'm going to explain why it's so difficult for us to let go of the outcome in our life, why we attach to things, what it's actually giving us or we think it's giving us, and give you a little unique perspective on it all. Sit tight. Welcome back to another video. My name is Jen. I'm going to talk about attaching to the outcome today, why we do this. There's three main reasons why we attach to stuff, attach to outcomes in our life. And number one, we're led to believe that that's the thing to do. We got to attach to stuff to survive. Number two, it gives us a sense of control over our lives. So attaching to things gives us a sense of control. And number three, most importantly, tends to give us a sense of purpose or meaning in our life. So it's like, yeah, right? So, it all comes down to one thing, survival. We want to survive, right? Or we think that attaching to stuff is the way to survive. And I'm going to really concentrate on this third aspect today, this third thing about us seeking higher purpose or higher meaning in our life and what that actually means. So, all right, I'm going to explain something called the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. If you've ever seen this in psychology, it goes back to the 1940s by a guy named Maslow. And, this is basically this triangle here of our basic needs as a human being, right? And on the bottom, you see, what do we need primarily in life to survive? It's all physiological, right? We need food, we need water, we need sleep, we need to be able to breathe, fresh air. These are our basic needs. But you could ask yourself, well, what fun is it to just live life just like food and water and that's it? What fun? There's no fun, right? There's no fun. No, I need more meaning. I need more purpose. What is it about us as humans where we are not satisfied with just food and water? Maybe some people are in some parts of the country that don't have a lot, but there's still something underlying. They need some sort of meaning or connection in their life. What is that? Well, let's go over here to ancient Taoist tradition, okay? And this is a little simpler than this. And okay, this is us. This is man or woman, however you identify. This is us. So, we're not just a body. We're not just a body. We have the earth. This is what is supplying us with food and water and air and all these basic needs, right? But we have heaven. I'm going to call it heaven because this is what the Daoists called it, ancient Chinese call it heaven, but it's referring to the cosmos, the universe, higher consciousness, that higher part of us, okay? Whether or not you believe it, it's there. So this is us. So at the same time, we have our basic physiological needs met, okay? This is, like I said, food, water. This is our constitution. This is our genetic. This is our ancestry. Okay, this is what we inherit, and then the cosmos. Okay, this is our spiritual side. So you have the physical side and the spiritual side. So it means that we're not just a body. Therefore, we're not going to be satisfied with only food, water, just the basics. We're going to look for more meaning because we have this connection to something greater than us, to our higher self, whatever you want to call it. Some people call it God. I don't call it God. Universe, cosmos, source energy, okay? We're all energy. We know this. Physics, quantum physics. So if we come back over here and look at this hierarchy of needs, okay, we have the basics here. But as we go through life, we try to move up the ladder to get to a place of self-actualization. Now, self-actualization means it's realizing our full potential, okay? So if we're down here, we're just kind of doing the basics, okay? But as we go through life, we may recognize that we need more meaning. We know there's something more in us, and that's our connection to the cosmos, to up here. Again, we're not just the body. We're not just on Earth. We're much more than that. We're all of it, okay? We're all of it intertwined. So we start moving up the chain, okay? We need safety, we need security, relationships, we need a sense of belonging. Now, I'm gonna tie in attachments to this because when we attach to stuff, it's almost like we're trying to force ourselves to move up to the realizing our full potential. Trying to force it without taking care of the stuff in between, without dealing with or letting go of our need to always belong, or we find ourselves attaching to relationships or attaching to things outside of us to give ourselves self-confidence, self-esteem, but it's a false illusion that we create by attaching to things outside. But it's got to come from inside, because again, nothing outside of you is going to get you, I mean, this is you, okay? You're connected to this and this. It's all you, but it comes from inside of you. So to reach the level of realizing your full potential, it's not about attaching to things outside. We're going to think it is because it's our way of thinking that, oh yeah, we can do a fast track to up here. But you'll realize that as we're searching and as we're going through life looking for more meaning and purpose, that we often get stuck one of these things, okay? And this is referring to here, I guess you could relate these two, because physiological needs could, I guess, refer to more the earth, right? And then self-actualization could refer to our connection to something greater, to our higher self. So if you look at it that way, and this might be a little complex to think about, this is why we attach to stuff. Because we need something more a lot of times. Or we think that we need to, it depends what level we're on, right? We think that attaching to things is gonna get us to the next level, but it's not, because it has to come from inside. You have to be comfortable and have the self-confidence and the sense of belonging, letting go of relying on other people to give you that sense of belonging. It's got to be your own sense of belonging, your own self-confidence, your own feeling safe in your body and in your environment. Nothing's going to give that to you. You have to give it to yourself, because you already are, okay? You already have that connection to everything. So this is just kind of some basic principles and the reasons why it's hard for us to let go, because a lot of times we are creating false illusions that we are higher up on the ladders of basic needs than we actually are, that we're more connected than we actually are. We think we've got it all figured out when we're still stuck at one of these levels, or we're still attaching to things out here instead of being in here, right? Out here instead of being this whole unit, right? This whole unit, ancient Taoism, right? Put it very simply, yet it makes sense, or at least it does to me. So I hope you found this helpful. Let me know in the comments below. I appreciate you watching. I put out new videos every single week, so make sure you hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, a like. My new book is out, 12-Step Guide for the Self-Help Book Addict, so you can get that on Barnes & Noble, Amazon. I'll put the links to that below as well. I have a podcast as well, weekly podcast, links below. I'll stop promoting myself now and say goodbye. So have a great day, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.